Elder B. H. Roberts addressed the conference. It is a pleasure for me to meet with the saints in their present capacity. This is a time of refreshing, a spiritual feast. By it we are renewed. Our faith is increased in the great work of the last days. I have not had the pleasure of mingling to any extent with the saints in these valleys for the last few years. My labors have been among the nations of the earth, proclaiming the gospel. I have, however, observed closely the progress of events and the drift of circumstances. It would seem from remarks made by brethren who have had ample opportunities for an understanding of the subject that there is a tendency toward disunion. Still, as Apostle Lyman stated, it is probably of a local character, but whether local or general, it should not exist. It is a complicated disease. When it prevails, there is lack of faith and confidence. If there is any stake where discord is, those who preside in the locality should exert all their powers to remove the causes of division, and increase the faith and confidence of the people. If there ever was a time when our front should be unbroken, it is now. It is a time when parents and the community should throw around the youth protection from the insidious attacks of the enemy of souls. When the enemy is on the watch for weak points in our ranks, it is no time to be segregated. In crossing the Atlantic recently, we were overtaken by a severe gale, and the officers lost their reckoning. An attempt at taking an observation was made, but owing to moving clouds it was imperfect. In consequence, it was necessary to take soundings. It would be well for us to make reckonings that we may ascertain where we stand. We have been proclaiming the restoration of the gospel in these times through a prophet. The charge of presumption has been made against us on this ground. It may appear presumptuous to take such a position, but it is true. The Lord saw the necessity of establishing faith through testimony. That might be accomplished, he brought from the bosom of this continent the Book of Mormon, the testimony of an entire people. In addition, the Lord sent one of his ancient servants again to earth, and he laid his hands upon the heads of Joseph Smith and Oliver Cowdery, and ordained them to the Aaronic priesthood. Subsequently, Peter, James, and John appeared and bestowed upon Joseph Smith the keys and authority of the Melchizedek priesthood. The presence of the saints today is proof of the genuineness of this restoration. Elijah also came and bestowed the keys which turn the hearts of the children to the fathers, and the hearts of the latter to their children. This turning of hearts has begun, proving the efficacy of this restoration. Moses also brought to earth in these days the keys of the gathering of Israel in the latter times. We have ample evidence in our own experience that these keys have been committed to man. These being great truths, what right have the saints to be rebellious and to withdraw themselves from the oracles of God? We cannot afford to be so lost to our interest as to forfeit the right of the Holy Spirit by indulging in the spirit of the world. Better lose all our substance than slacken our hold upon the great work of the last days. We have not only heard these things taught, but we have a right to know them for ourselves. Christ laid down this principle when he said that any man who would do the will of the Father should know of the doctrine, whether it be of God or not. If there are any among us who are not in possession of this knowledge, it is a shame. Paul in his day thus characterized an absence of knowledge of the things of God. If there is disunion among us, it is a shame that it should be so. This work cannot be destroyed, for the forces of heaven stand behind it and will carry it to a successful consummation.